Greetings of the day. I am Asha K, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology.
The internal memory mapped registers of TMS320 C54XX processor. So in this internal memory mapped registers, we have the first one, interrupt mask register, and the second one that we have here is the uh, interrupt flag register, and the data from 2 to 5 it is reserved for testing purpose. It's not allocated for any memory mapped register. And we have ST0. This is hexadecimal position 6. It is called a status register 0. And the next one we have status register 1. And we have a 40-bit accumulator register ALAHAG. We are dividing this ALAHAG like this. 0 to 15 is a lower word. 16 to 31 is a higher word, and 39 to 32 is guard bit. And later we have accumulator B register location in the memory mapped register concept. That is here also again 16-bit low word and 16-bit high word, and we have accumulator B guard bit of 8 bits. And we have immediately at E location temporary register which is called as T register, and which is represented as T in our architectural block diagram. And we have next TRN, that is transition register, and we have AR0, AR1. These are called as the auxiliary registers. We have 8 different auxiliary registers ranging from AR0 to AR7. This registers have specific applications, and we also use this registers as general purpose registers along with the data address generation block. And next we have a stack pointer and buffer size register, circular buffer size register. The circular addressing mode uses the circular buffer size register. The location for this is 19. Stack pointer, which is used in direct addressing mode, we have stack pointer location is 18 hexadecimal. And we have next block repeat counter. This block repeat counter, which is used with block repeat instruction set. We have block repeat counter BRC. The memory hexadecimal location is 1AH, and RSA we have. This is also one of the memory mapped register. This RSA is block repeat start address. If we have REA is called as block repeat end address. It shows the end address of the block repeat instructions. And we have PMST, processor mode status register, which is one of the important registers used in DSP architecture and algorithm with respect to TMS320C54XX processor is concerned. The next we have is at decimal value 30 and hexadecimal value 1E XPC, that is extended program page register. Here the memory is divided into pages, page 0, page 1, page 2, page 3, etc. So this is to address that particular pages, which we call it as extended program page register. And 1FH location, it is reserved for future application. And this is the architectural block diagram of TMS320 C54XX family processor. So see what we were discussing with block repeat counter, block repeat start address, block repeat end address, and the repeat counter RC. IPTR is interrupt pointer, interrupt vector pointer, and PC is program counter. All those things come along with the program address generation logic. And coming to ARAU, arithmetic register, auxiliary register arithmetic unit, auxiliary register arithmetic unit 1. These two, along with auxiliary registers AR0 to AR7 and auxiliary register pointer and circular buffer size register, data pointer, that is data memory page pointer, and stack pointer, all those will appear in the data address generation logic. That's why we discussed that memory mapped registers. These are the like all these terms except this ARAU0, ARAU1. We had all these things in the memory mapped register concept. And after this particular block architectural diagram, we have also here certain peripheral registers. We don't use much, but for your understanding purpose, I'm telling all those things. So these memory peripheral registers for the TMS320C54XX processor, in this we have a concept called as timers in this unit. These three concepts, these three registers, again we use in that particular topic. And in module 5 interfacing, we may require this multi-channel buffered serial port. MCBSP stands for multi-channel buffered serial port. 0, this is for data receive register. DRR stands for data receive register 20, data receive register 10. DXR stands for data transmit register 2, data transmit register 1. And TIM is timer register, timer mode register. TRD is timer period register, and TCR is timer control register. We have a timer, a special topic, one topic in this particular. We'll discuss about these things again. And see, one FH we completed the memory mapped register. Again from 20 we have a location like which is dedicated for peripheral register. 20 location is for the DRR 20, that is data receive register 20. 1 hexadecimal is for the data receive register 10. Data transmit register 20 will have a location 22 hexadecimal. So similarly, TIM, timer register, will have 24 hexadecimal, and PRD will have timer period register will have 25 hexadecimals. So similarly, this numbers increases by 1, and this is dash, it is not used, it is reserved. And we have like software wait state register, SWWSR. SW is software, W is wait state register, BSCR is bank switching control register. Bank, we have banks here, bank 0, bank 1, bank 2. I hope when we have learned the concept of HDL programming, that processor Spartan 3 kit, we had their bank 1, bank 2, bank 3. So while interfacing that, we used to choose that particular bank. When we give the pin numbers like P56, P72, P82, P51 like that, it's automatically used to choose the any one of the bank. So here also we have bank switching control register to select the banks. This is called as BSCR. And again, the next one is reserved, and the next one is software what state, like it is again register, control register to control that particular one we are using here. Host port interface, like that we have HPI. For that host port interface, we have host port interface control register, wherein H mode is equal to 0 only, and again this bit is reserved. And we have, see, this is one set of multi-channel buffered port data receive register and data transmit registers. We have next pair of data receive register, data transmit registers for multi-channel buffered serial port 2. Similarly, if you just observe, we have one more set for multi-channel buffered serial port 1. So data receive register, data transmit registers for 2 and 1 we have. So we have in this particular diagram, the 3 different types of multi-channel buffered serial ports we have. Multi-channel buffered serial port 0, multi-channel buffered serial port 1, and multi-channel buffered serial port 2. Along with that, we also have multi-channel buffered serial port sub-bank addressing register, sub-bank data registers. These two are sub-bank address register and sub-bank data register for multi-channel buffered serial port. And again, this set is for the multi-channel buffered serial port 1, and this 4 are for the multi-channeled buffer serial port one more set, second set. And we have here also SPSA2, SPSD2. Again, it is sub-bank addressing, sub-bank address data register, sub-bank address register. So for this, we have MCBSP. Ma'am, is it necessary to by heart all those things, or is it necessary to remember the order? No need. Only for your understanding purpose, whenever I'll tell the terminology, so what is DRR, what is DXR, you should know. That's why I'm explaining all this topic. From the exam point of view, I hope till now they have not asked particularly to write all the names. Whenever it is like appearing in that particular topic, if you explain that particular topic clearly, that is sufficient. And again, with respect to this sub-bank address register for multi-channel buffered serial port 0, and again these two for the multi-channel buffered serial port 1, And again, we have this one is for the multi-channel buffered serial port zeros. MCBSB zeros get 2, MCBSB 1 get 2, and MCBSB 2 get 2. So here only see here. This is 4, 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4. Totally it is 12. And for that again 222 address and data register. It is 6. And for timer we have 3, TIM, PRD, and TCR. And along with we have some other like here host port interface one we have. And for software wait state control register and software wait state registers we have two things. And we have bank switching control register one. And we have general purpose input output control register, general purpose input output SR status register, and we have CSIDR. CSIDR is called as device ID register. This is device ID register, and few bits are reserved here. And also we have another peripheral concept called as DMPREC. That is DMPREC is DMA priority and enable control register. And the last one we have here is DMSA, that is DMA data, that is your memory access related peripheral sub-bank address register. So these are the few peripheral registers we have with respect to TMS 320C54XX. DMA stands for data memory access.